And breaking news right now, Hurricane Erin is here. It is now a hurricane, winds of 75 miles per hour.
That's the latest update now coming from the National Hurricane Center with their latest advisory here, the 11 o'clock advisory here. 75-mile-per-hour winds moving to the west-northwest at 18 miles per hour. That pressure has come down a bit from where it has been, now down around 996. But as you look at the presentation, the satellite view, you can see a little bit better organized now as we see more of the thunderstorm activity right around that center. And that's kind of what we've been waiting on here over the last couple of days.
You know, overall, when you look at the satellite presentation and you see where the core is, and it is moving to the west-northwest, that's key, right? Moving north of the islands, but you're going to get impacts. You can see it.
Yeah, I mean, we're already saying when you start looking at the radar, there are some of those showers that are already starting to kind of sneak their way on in there. So impacts will be felt, maybe not the worst, but impacts nonetheless. When you take a look at the projected path, again, the general path remaining generally the same. The core of the system, the center is staying north of the islands and then curving towards the north as we move our way through early next week. But the other change, Jen, is the forecast intensity.
That has come up to 140 mile per hour. So now we're talking category 4. Again, not at that point affecting any landmass per se, but again, intensity is increasing a little bit stronger than the previous advisory. And, you know, we wanted to actually use this time, we were going to use this segment to talk about when you see new data coming in for these hurricanes to help you kind of think about your day. You know, we get these updates to the track every 6 hours, one at 11 Eastern time, and then we'll get another update to the track at 5 o'clock today as well.
And now that we've got essentially some of these watches that are in place, there are watches there for parts of the northern islands, you get a second update, sort of an intermediary update here. Not necessarily a cone change,
right,
but you just get a little bit better fix on the system here, and that happens every
3 hours, and after that. So those are advisory updates, intermediate advisories they're called. Now this data is still just coming in, so you kind of you saw things blink as we were talking, and we wanted to do that because we wanted to show you all of the latest information as it filled in here. So this is the newest advisory and cone and forecast update. Yeah, so winds 140, still projected to stay offshore of the U.S.
Yes. And
at this point, the core of the center is forecast to stay to the west of Bermuda.
So right between the East Coast and then the area of Bermuda. So that continues to remain pretty steady, and that's kind of been the case here for quite some time. There's a view of the visible satellite. Again, one of the other things that is used to try to get a better handle on how these systems are organizing. And well, you can clearly see some of the banding features now and a lot more blow up of thunderstorms where the center is. Before we were dealing with storms, but then the center was kind of displaced. Now things are starting to line up. Hence, we're starting to see this thing strengthen a bit more.
And hence the forecast is for strengthening to really be actually quite rapid as we look ahead to the next 24, 36 hours. So visible satellite available only during the day because you need the sun basically to provide the flash so you can see it. And the big general satellite, we get updates every 5 to 15 minutes, generally every 15 minutes out over the ocean. But sometimes you get what's these specific mesoscale updates, as they're called, or basically floaters. They change just a portion of the view of the satellite to update every 30 seconds to 1 minute.
There you go.
And
that's the view here. But you notice there's a little bit of a back edge to this thing because it hasn't been moved just yet. But as they kind of continue to follow what's going on with Erin, we'll see this move along with it here. So it's pretty cool when you can get a little bit more rapid updates here when it comes to the satellite.
You can see so many details. I mean, the thunderstorms actually bubbling up right there, distinct clouds actually from that vantage point.